6:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Lakshman Fonseca and read by J. Yogaraj. First, the headlines. The President assures to take prompt actions to allocate funds to tackle health and education issues in the North. An MMR supplementary immunization activity commenced. Minister Tiranala says ongoing police operations will help to fully control crimes and underworld activities in the island. Senior consultant physician Dr. Ananda Vijayvikram appointed as the new president of the Sri Lanka Medical Association. The Association of Vehicle Importers say small cars will be imported within the upcoming month. David Cameron says 100 still in Afghanistan awaiting resettlement, and those are the headlines. President Ranil Wickremesinghe declared a prompt allocation of funds to tackle health and education issues in the North. The President's Media Division said initiatives will be undertaken to allocate land for the teaching hospital in Jaffna. Quick measures will also be taken to allocate funds for the recruitment of the teachers to fill vacancies. He made these remarks at a discussion with the representatives from the health and education sectors in Jaffna. The discussion was held yesterday at the Jaffna District Secretariat with the other officials. PMD reported nearly 300 individuals representing the health sector, education sector and the youth community were in attendance. The President also assured his commitment to offering essential support to integrate the northern province into the national economy, urging government officials and the youth community to actively contribute to this initiative. The President also participated in an event titled Meet and Greet. The event was organized as a platform to gather of individuals who demonstrated excellence in education, sports, theatre, film, arts and social media. The President also had a friendly conversation with the participants, extending congratulations to them for their achievement. An MMR supplementary immunization activity commenced yesterday. It was conducted by the immunization clinic centers in 9 high-risk health districts. The program, which is conducted by the Ministry of Health with the support of UNICEF and the World Health Organization, targeting children between the age of 6 to 9 months. It was launched yesterday in Colombo, Gampaha, Kalutara, Galle, Matara, Kandy, Jaffna, Kurunegala and Kalmane districts, where the highest number of measles cases have been reported. The Ministry of Health said that the second phase of this program will be implemented from January 20th, targeting the children of other age groups across the country. In 2019, Sri Lanka was declared a measles-free country by the World Health Organization. However, due to the significant drop in the global immunization coverage during the COVID-19 pandemic from 2020 to 2022, over 700 measles cases were reported from the country since May 2023. This news comes to you from Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Minister Tiranala says ongoing police operations will help to fully control crimes and underworld activities in the island. He said the objective of the government is to fully control crime and underworld activities within the next 6 months. He made these remarks at the inaugural ceremony of the facial recognition system installed at the Bandaranaike International Airport yesterday. An automated facial recognition system will help to identify the criminals who are fleeing the country or arriving in the country. Meanwhile, acting IGP Deshabandhu Tenakon said some 42 criminals had fled the country after committing crimes during the past, and a mechanism is required to prevent that. Senior consultant physician Dr. Ananda Vijayvikram has been appointed as the new president of the Sri Lanka Medical Association. Dr. Vijayvikram has assumed duties in his position as 136th president of the SLMA. Addressing the event while assuming duties in his position on Saturday, Dr. Vijayvikram expressed that the shortage of the drugs in the country is now gradually easing. He also said that the specialist doctors are ready to work together with the Ministry of Health while providing necessary advice to the ministry in order to further reduce the shortage of drugs. The Association of Vehicle Importers has conveyed its intention to initiate the necessary measures to import cars to resume targeting vehicles with an engine capacity of less than 1000 cc within the upcoming month. The move is seen as a strategic step to stabilize foreign reserves, and the association has emphasized the focus on importing vehicles with small engine capacities. The decision holds implications for consumers and the automotive industry, marking a potential shift in the market dynamics. The Association of Vehicle Importers say they are expecting to play a pivotal role in facilitating of facilitating the process, providing insights into the regulatory framework and guidelines governing the return of cars with engine capacities below 1000 cc. And that's local news.
The main news story is brought to you by Sinhala Mahatma.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe declared a prompt allocation of funds to tackle health and education issues in the north. The President's Media Division said initiatives will be undertaken to allocate land for the teaching hospital in Jaffna. Quick measures will also be taken to allocate funds for the recruitment of teachers to fill vacancies. He made these remarks at a discussion with representatives from the health and education sectors in Jaffna. And that came to you in top news.
The main news story was brought to you by Sinhala Mahatma.
This is Watchlight.
The Health Ministry has decided to declare a special dengue prevention week starting from January 7th, that's today. Within the week, cleaning campaigns as well as the dengue prevention and awareness programs will be carried out island-wide. Addressing the media, Dr. Sudat Samaraveer, the director of the National Dengue Control Unit, invited people to render their fullest support in making this campaign a success. And that came to you in Watchlight.
Coming up, World News.
World News headlines: David Cameron says Afghanistan awaiting resettlement. The Japanese government is accelerating its efforts to assess the extent of damage caused by massive earthquake. Microsoft changes its keyboards in 3 decades with the introduction of AI key. And those are the headlines of the World News. Lord Cameron says hundreds of people are still stuck in Afghanistan or other countries awaiting resettlement to the UK more than 2 years after the Taliban takeover. He said almost 2/3 of the people eligible to come to the UK under a scheme for those who directly supported the British and the international community's efforts during the war are yet to be resettled. He added that when Taliban militants returned to power in summer 2021 after Western forces, including the US and UK, withdrew following a 20-year occupation, the British government announced legal routes for those most vulnerable and at risk to come to UK. The Japanese government is accelerating its efforts to assess the extent of damage caused by the massive earthquake in central Japan in order to boost financial support for reconstruction work in the disaster-hit areas. Prime Minister Kishida Fumio said on Saturday that he realizes how severe the damage is. The death toll from the disaster has topped 100. The government intends to designate the earthquake as a disaster of extreme severity within a week. Microsoft has announced the biggest change to its keyboards in 3 decades with the introduction of an artificial intelligence key, AI key. The key will allow users to access Capital, the Microsoft's AI tool, on new Windows 11 PCs. Microsoft is a major investor in OpenAI, which powers Copilot's AI capabilities. They integrated AI into other products such as Microsoft 365 and Bing Search in 2023. Rival Apple has included a Siri button or option on its touch bar in MacBooks for a few years. And that's the end of World News. In development news, Sri Lanka has recorded over 25,000 tourist arrivals within the first 4 days of this year. Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority said a total of 25,619 tourist arrivals were recorded from 1st to 4th of January, out of which 5,060 were identified as Russian nationals, while 3,333 were identified as Indian nationals. And that's development news.
Moving on with sports news.
Australia beat Pakistan by 8 wickets in David Warner's final test match to seal a 3-0 series clean sweep. Opening batter Warner struck 57 as the hosts comfortably chased 130 to win on the 4th day in Sydney. An emotional Warner was given a guard of honour by Pakistan and added 119 for the second wicket with Marnus Labuschagne, who made an unbeaten 62. And that's sports news.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
RC Report City Hospital Private Limited proposes to develop a state-of-art hospital within the Colombo Port City with an investment of $100 million. Ashok Patirage, Chairman, Managing Director of RC Hospital Holdings, said that this is a new venture and a significant milestone in the country's journey towards developing and attracting medical tourism to Sri Lanka. And that's Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Go ekak thiyana youth ekata life ekේ change ekata niyameta set wenna as wahagena dagapu veena habe karanna youth ekata niyameta set wenna friendship eka menna.
The all new NSB Ithru Mithru account, NSB IM, a plan for your dream.
In economic news, the shortage of kiri samba is expected to ease by the end of March, with the anticipated harvest from the ongoing Maha season. The Ministry of Agriculture said a total of 780,000 hectares have been cultivated for paddy in the Maha season, with 80,000 hectares specially dedicated to the cultivation of kiri samba. As per statistics, the total of 350,000 metric tons of kiri samba is expected this season. And that was economic news. Weather report. The Met Department says showery condition is expected to enhance over the northern, north central, eastern and over provinces from today. Showers will occur at times in the eastern and northern provinces. Several spells of showers will occur in the north central and over provinces. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places in other areas of the island after 1 p.m. tomorrow. Fairly heavy showers above 75 millimeters are likely at some places in the western, Sabaragamu, southern and central provinces. And that was the weather report. To wind up this news broadcast, let's look at the main points once again. The President assures to take prompt actions to allocate funds to tackle health and education issues in the north. An MMR supplementary immunization activity commenced. Minister Tiranal says ongoing police operations will help to fully control crimes and underworld activities in the island. Senior consultant physician Dr. Anand Vijayvikram appointed as the new president of the Sri Lanka Medical Association. The Association of Vehicle Importers says small cars will be imported within the upcoming month. David Cameron says hundreds still in Afghanistan awaiting resettlement. With that, we conclude this evening news podcast of Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. It's back to Mario Vijayawardena to keep you company with the rest of the programs this Sunday evening.